Am I in focus?
Yes.
Fantastic. Boom. And I'm gonna tell you, nope, hang on. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Braden Hatch of HatchManLoans, and I'm your friendly neighborhood loan officer. I've been doing mortgage loans for over 9 years. I got into it when my daughter was born, so as long as I can keep track of how old she is, I know how long I've been doing mortgages for. I'm super passionate about helping first-time homebuyers, and for whatever reason, the mortgage industry and even real estate sometimes, they don't always like working with first-time homebuyers because they're a little needy. They don't always know what they want. They need a little extra hand-holding. They don't understand all the big phrases and words that we deal with in the mortgage world, in real estate. They know they want to buy a house, they know they need to buy a house, but they don't really know what to do. They sometimes don't even know what questions to ask. I have people that call me and they're like,
yeah, I want to buy a house, but how do I do it? What do I do?
In fact, does any of this sound familiar?
My credit sucks, so I can't buy a home. I don't have any money saved up, so I can't afford a home.
I'm actually self-employed, so I don't really report a whole lot of my income on paper.
I mean, I'd like to buy a house, but I don't think I can. I don't know why, but I can't.
Only rich people can afford to buy homes.
I'm waiting for the market to crash.
No! No!
Now, with every single one of those excuses, except for that last idiot who's waiting for the market to crash, I have a solution for pretty much everybody because I'm really passionate about helping first-time homebuyers. In fact, did you know almost half of all homebuyers are first-time homebuyers? The most recent report that came out, 45% people that are looking to buy homes are buying for the very first time. So why aren't we helping? Why aren't we giving enough resources? Well, don't worry, you came to the right place because that's what I do. I help all the first-time homebuyers. I love helping them. I love the questions. I love that you don't know what questions to have because I can give you the help and the knowledge you need to make it possible, to make the dream of homeownership real. So why do I care so much about helping first-time homebuyers? Well, because I was once a first-time homebuyer. Yep, I bought my very first house when I was 23 years old in 2009, which was not considered a great time to purchase a house at the time. In fact, the government was throwing free money to anybody that was willing to try to buy a home because when you bought a house in 2009, it wasn't like it is now where you can expect it to increase in value over the next couple of years. This was right after the crash and it wasn't all the way at the bottom yet. Home prices were still kind of dipping, but I knew that it was a smart investment and I went ahead and did it anyway. I had no idea what I was doing. And now that I look back on it, I realize, thank God I had a really good loan officer that knew what he was doing, that put me into a pretty cool program that allowed me to purchase a home. You're gonna get some naysayers out there. There's always gonna be haters. In fact, the news right now is telling everybody that it is cheaper to rent than it is to buy a home.
That is bullshit. It is straight bullshit.
They only look at one piece of the puzzle. Mortgages and real estate is like this huge, big thing that you have to understand so much of. It's crazy that we expect a regular first-time homebuyer to understand all of that information. But guess what? I know it pretty good. I study it every single day. So I'm gonna break it down super simple for you and show you how to make it possible. But I'm passionate about it because home ownership has helped me in my life financially. And if a guy like me can do it, I'm just a small town kid from Holbrook, Arizona. You probably don't even know where that is. Really tiny town up in northern Arizona. They're less than 5,000 people. And my parents were not even homeowners. I grew up in my grandparents' basement where we lived because that's all they could afford at the time. The power of home ownership and what it can do for you financially, I promise it is gonna change your life. So how am I gonna do that, right? How am I gonna help you? Well, first of all, it all starts with education. We've got to learn about the process. You've got to be aware of what programs are out there. There's so many different myths, misinformation. The news is one of the biggest culprits of this. So many people think that you need that 20% down payment, you need perfect credit, you need to have tons of money in the bank. No, you don't need any of that. I mean, it helps, obviously, yeah. If you've got tons of money in the bank and perfect credit and all that, then probably not watching this first place because you know you can actually afford to buy a home. I'm talking to everybody else who doesn't think that they can, or maybe you've tried before and you got declined and it just discouraged you and now you don't want to try again. You are my favorite type of people to work with because I can show you what we can do, because I'm not that lazy loan officer that's only going to look at one or two solutions and be like, you don't fit in this bucket, so you're screwed. Even if the answer is no, and you don't qualify for something today, I will show you what it takes to get you on the path to homeownership, to what you need to do. If your credit sucks, and I've seen it all, right? I've seen credit scores in the 300s. I had a client reach out to me 6 years ago. We pulled credit, we looked at income. Credit was garbage. It was just in the low 400s, and there was no income on paper and there was no savings. There was no options for this guy. Instead of just saying, tough, you're screwed, go rent a house, We set him up on a plan. And it took a little bit longer. Again, 6 years ago, I've been staying in touch with this guy. This guy is now under contract and buying a $500,000 home. It is very, very possible if you know what steps to take. And yeah, this guy, it took 6 years. I've had other people have it take 6 months. I fixed somebody's credit in 6 days one time. It just depends on your situation. All you need is a little bit of time and a little bit of knowledge to make it happen. If your credit sucks, this is for you. I've got tons of videos that talk about what you can do to help get your credit where it needs to be. And guess what? Minimum credit scores are a lot lower than what you might think. In fact, FHA will go down to a 520 credit score. That's not a very good score. You have options, and that's what I'm here to talk about, is educating. So there's tons of videos. Check out my playlists. If there is a topic that you're interested in, or maybe a loan that you've heard of that you don't see in here with more information, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to make a video specifically for you. In fact, I just did that the other day. I had a guy that had a question. I didn't have a video on it, made a video, posted it. That's what I'm here for. I'm one of the people, your friendly neighborhood loan officer. That's who I am. I like to help every single person find the benefit and the value of homeownership and how to make it happen. Because if I can do it, literally anybody can. If you're willing to learn and go on this road with me, I promise I can make you a homeowner. So if you'd like more information, or if you'd like to schedule an appointment with me, in the description to this video is a link to my calendar. You just schedule 10 or 15 minutes, we can chat about your options, you let me know what your scenario is, what you're worried about, and then ultimately we are gonna have to get a loan application. So when you're ready to take that next step, there's also a link right here in that description that will take you straight to my website where you can apply for that loan. And don't be nervous. Again, nothing is off the table. If you tell me you're working with no money, or you've got bad credit, whatever it is, I'm not gonna tell you to go away. I'm gonna find a solution for your problem, even if it may not always be that same day. So if you're truly serious about purchasing a home and you really have no idea how to get it started or what you wanna do, or maybe you have an idea on how you can buy a house and you just don't think it's possible, I have new videos that come out every single week, and sometimes a little other ones during the week as well. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, shoot me a comment, let me know where you're from. I am personally licensed in the states of Arizona, California, New Mexico, Texas, and Colorado, but I have access to several other states. So even if you didn't hear one of those, hit me up anyway. I can probably connect you with a fantastic loan officer that will take just as good a care of you as I will. It really is that simple. Don't overthink it. Click the link in the description, hit me up on the calendar, let's get a conversation started, and let's make homeownership happen for you. You got this. How do we end it now? Need like a sign off.
What would you say to someone if you were on a phone call and you're closing it out?
Bye. Okay, thank you, bye. Just kidding.